All rise. Support court with Judge Vonda B is now in session. Judge's case number JVB 2004, Doug case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Okay, Miss Doug, you brought this case before
Okay, Judge. Well, I'm bringing Tim to court today because he's not taking care of his children, his responsibility, and I need help. So I'm requesting.
All right, when you say he's not taking care of his responsibility, what do you mean by that? Financially? Is he not picking them up? Because you know that can mean a lot of things.
Exactly. So he's not picking them up. I'm having to pay someone to go pick the kids up from daycare.
Okay. You're paying them, you said?
Right away, this case opens with a mother saying she's carrying the load almost completely on her own. She's not just asking for money in general. She's laying out specific costs. Daycare pickups, transportation, and medical coverage for 3 children. That matters because in child support court, the parent who comes in with actual numbers instantly sounds more credible than the parent relying on vibes and excuses. And once she says dad is in the club every weekend while she's paying out of pocket for the kids, you can already feel where this case might be heading.
I'm paying out of pocket.
How much are you paying?
Approximately $200 a week.
A week?
Yes.
Okay.
There's 3 different schools that they have to go to pick up the kids, daycare and after school care, and he's not contributing. I also carry the kids on medical.
All right. How much is that?
Medical is $250 a month.
Is that for, how many children do you all have?
3.
3? Okay, and that's for all 3 children?
That's for all 3 children.
Okay. And I'm assuming you know that Tim has money somewhere. You know he can pay for it?
Oh, Judge, he has money.
Okay.
Yes, he has money. He's in the club every weekend throwing, I have receipts.
Okay, what kind of receipts do you have?
Screenshots from Facebook, Instagram. I mean, I'm blocked, but I have family members that follow him.
Just telling all your business.
First off, that's cap.
What? Excuse me?
I'm sorry.
The financial picture starts getting more serious here. She says she's paying around $200 a week just to get the kids picked up, plus $250 a month for medical insurance. Those are not small side expenses. That's part of the daily cost of keeping 3 children stable. Then she drops the real accusation. While she's covering the basics, he's allegedly out spending freely in clubs. And when she says she has screenshots and receipts, the whole tone of the case changes because now this isn't just he said, she said anymore. It's turning into a credibility test.
Look, I'm just saying.
No, what did you say?
That's
a cap.
That's cap, yeah.
She doesn't have on the cap.
Cap means that's lying. She's lying.
Oh, okay, yeah. This that new age stuff.
That's that new age.
How you spell that?
C-A-P.
C-A-P,
exactly
like a regular cap.
Exactly.
Oh, okay, I learned something new.
So is it fake money that you, oh, okay, yeah.
Well, we'll get to Tim. Tim, we'll get to you in just a minute so I can hear about all this capping that she's over here doing, okay?
Let me step back.
Okay. All right. Now, I mean, he said it's cap. He said you are not telling the truth. Is that true?
He's being untruthful.
Okay. Screenshot you have right there?
Yes,
looks
ma'am.
like, okay.
It's a screenshot, several screenshots of him in the club. The strip club, might I add.
Okay.
Throwing money on the stages.
Interesting. Okay.
Yes, stacks, chains, everything, Judge.
And this is where the courtroom energy shifts, because Tim jumps in with attitude instead of proof. He calls everything cap, tries to brush it off, and the judge even has to stop and ask what he means. Funny moment? Sure. But legally, it doesn't help him at all. Because once the court is trying to figure out who pays what for 3 kids, slang and confidence don't carry any weight. Evidence does. Meanwhile, the mother is still sitting there with screenshots ready, which already makes her look far more prepared than the father who seems more focused on style than substance.
So give me the backstory of this relationship. Like, you all just did not wake up one day and decided that you can't get along, and you're saying he doesn't financially support the kids. How did we get here?
Well, Judge, I should have known better.
What do you mean?
I met Tim at the club.
Oh, okay. So the same club that he's throwing
correct.
The money at?
Yes.
Was he throwing the money at you?
No, I was just there as a patron. Yes.
And Mr. Tim.
She know I spent about $2,000 on her that night.
Okay. Okay, well, we'll get to you in just a minute so we can hear about
Seriously, Tim?
this throwing of money.
Seriously.
Well,
Miss Doug, pay attention to me.
Well, Judge,
now, you were
proves
in as a
money.
patron.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
say as a patron.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And he was appealing to me. He had, he was suave. So he approached me, and we exchanged numbers.
Okay.
And then the next day we went out.
Now we get the backstory, and it explains a lot. The mother admits they met in the club scene, and from there the relationship turned into an on and off situation that eventually produced 3 children. But the key detail isn't where they met. It's where they are now. They've been broken up for about 2 years. The children live with her full-time, and she says she's the one handling the daily burden. That's important because child support cases aren't about who was charming in the relationship or who spent money early on. They're about who is actually carrying the children now.
Out for breakfast, and from there we just were inseparable until he started back clubbing. I guess the kids became too much for him.
Oh, okay. So in between that time, you all had the 3 kids.
Correct.
Got you. Okay.
So
All
we've
right.
been on again, more off than on, and I need help with these kids now. They're growing.
How long have you all been off?
Right now it's been about 2 years.
2 years. All right.
2 years too long.
Who do the children live with?
They live with me
Okay. All right. Okay.
because we don't know where Mr. Tim lives. So.
Okay. Well, we're going to get that from him in just a moment. All right. Is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to Mr. Tim?
Not at this moment, Judge.
Okay. All right. Now, Mr. Tim, give me your last name because I don't just want to call you, by your first name.
No.
Unless you prefer me to call you Mr. Tim.
No, it don't matter. Hall.
Hall? Okay, Mr.
Once the judge turns to Tim, the entire focus becomes simple. Define, I take care of mine. And that's a smart move because vague claims don't help in court. If he says he's helping, the obvious next question is how. Is he paying daycare? Is he handling pickups? Is he sending regular support? Is he covering medical? The mother has already given numbers. So now the pressure is fully on him to match that with something concrete. This is one of those moments where a case can swing fast, because if your answer isn't clear, the court starts reading that as a lack of real support.
Hall. Now, you said she was capping. Let's talk about that.
Big cap.
So is she capping about you all's relationship, you all meeting in the club? She said she was a patron, but you said you spent like $2,000 on her. I mean...
No, what part she's capping about is me not taking care of the kids.
Okay.
I'm a firm believer. I take care of mine.
All right. Define what you mean by taking care of your children, because she just said that she's paying someone $200 a week to transport your kids and pick them up and take them to daycare in different schools. So is that true? Like, are you not helping with that?
No, I help with that too.
All right.
That's cap as well. You know what I'm saying?
How
do I contribute?
Yeah, how do you do
I
that?
give you about how much I give you a month? I give you what?
If you gave it to me, you would know.
So you should know.
That's
I
a
gave
good
it to you.
point.
If you gave it to me, you should know.
I gave you, 10K?
That's a good point, Mr. Hall.
I gave her 10K, right?
10K.
And Tim's answer is exactly the kind of answer that raises more questions than it solves. He claims he gives her $10,000, a huge amount, but can't explain it cleanly, and the mother flatly denies ever receiving it. That is a massive problem for him because once you throw out a number that big in court, you better be ready to prove it. Bank records, transfers, receipts, Cash App history, something. Instead, he's talking big while showing nothing. And the judge can already see it. If you're really paying that much for your kids, why did you walk into court empty-handed?
Is in 10,000?
10K and 10,000.
Okay.
That's a lot of money.
All right. Hold on one second. Miss Doug, did he give you $10,000?
That would be a lie.
Okay.
A whole lie.
That's cap.
So-
How's that cap? I got the statements. I got the receipts.
All right. What kind of statements and receipts did you bring with you today?
I don't got it on me, but you know what I'm saying? But
You knew you were coming to court for child support, right?
correct.
All right.
He thought his looks was gonna help, Judge.
But who is he trying to appeal to?
That's you.
I'm not interested, Mr. Hall. I mean, don't get me wrong. You're not a bad looking guy, okay?
Appreciate that. Thank you.
But I'm not interested. We're not here for that.
Sure.
I just want to know what these numbers look like.
Well, okay, so the number K a month,
All right.
right? For the
I have that.
For the child support,
10K a month
10K a month.
for how many months?
For how many months?
Yeah.
Probably about like 7, 8.
7, 8 months.
Who's counting? You know what I'm saying?
Me, I'm counting.
Of course.
Now the judge pushes harder and Tim doubles down, saying he gave $10,000 a month for 7 or 8 months. That would mean roughly $70,000 to $80,000 total. At that point, the claim stops sounding impressive and starts sounding risky, because the bigger the number, the easier it is for the judge to expect proof. The mother's reaction says everything. If he had really paid that much, she'd know it. And when the judge hears a story that dramatic with zero documentation behind it, the credibility gap gets wider and wider. This is the moment where his swagger starts turning into a liability.
You ain't gave $10K in 9 years.
I'm talking though, baby. I'm talking. So.
Did you call her baby?
Yeah, you know, she got my heart. She had my kids, so like she always got my heart.
So why don't y'all just get back together?
I'm a pass.
Okay.
It's been there, done, and ain't
That's
gonna go back. Yeah.
Okay.
No, ma'am.
Mr. Hall, you said you gave her this money. She's saying no, you don't have any receipts or anything to confirm it.
It's not looking real good, is it?
It's not. What do you do for a living?
I'm a rapper.
You're a rapper? Okay. And how much money do you make?
I make about like 200,000, but it's like that's whenever taxes and everything is deducted. She on my neck about payments and you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. I get about at least 30,000, you know what I'm saying, to myself that I can use for myself and what I want to do. So
Which is throwing it in the club.
Which is throwing it in the club, of course.
Mr.
Then we get to income, and Tim says he's a rapper making around $200,000 a year. But in the same breath, he tries to minimize what's actually available because money goes back into his career and lifestyle. That's where the judge's patience starts wearing thin. Courts do care about actual net resources, but they also care whether someone is being truthful or trying to play games with the numbers. And if you're admitting you spend freely in clubs while also acting like child support is somehow the burden, that contrast is not going to help you. It makes the priorities look upside down.
Hall,
So
Mr.
she's
Hall,
taking all my money.
Mr. Hall.
Yes, ma'am.
I may look young, but I wasn't born yesterday, okay?
Okay.
Do not come in here and waste my time.
I ain't wasting your time.
You and I both know that I have heard that song and dance over and over again, where people come in here and say they make all of this money, but the moment realize they're more than likely, or if there's a possibility they could be placed on child support, they try to diminish it and say, oh, I don't make this much, but it really is that much. You follow me?
I'm following you, but here's the thing.
The math ain't mathing.
Here's the thing though. She takes a chunk out of my money. Then you gotta understand too, I got a rap career.
All right.
So I put a lot into that. So I put on a good show for these people.
Well, no, you don't. That's the thing. You don't have to put on a show for anybody. I don't need you capping right now, okay? That's what you said, right? That's what you said she was doing. So I don't need you to do that to me.
This section is really the judge calling out the performance. She's heard this story before. Someone talks big about making money, then suddenly shrinks the number the second child support becomes real. The problem for Tim is that he's not giving the court a stable version of the truth. First he sounds rich, then he sounds broke, then he sounds generous, then he has no proof of generosity at all. And that's dangerous in family court because once the judge starts feeling like you're performing instead of answering, she's going to rely on the cleanest evidence she has. And right now, most of that is coming from the mother.
I need you to be honest with me because you paying child support is going to be based on the evidence that I hear. And as of right now, you haven't said anything or provided me with anything that would totally go against what she just. You said you're giving her all of this money, $10,000 for 7 to 8 months. That's between $70,000 and $80,000 roughly, right?
Right. That's a lot.
It would be enough. However, testimonial evidence is evidence, and she's saying she didn't receive it. You're not showing anything that would suggest you gave. So
it's giving cap right now.
That's what you said.
It's giving lies.
It's giving lies.
Yeah.
What is given is insufficient evidence. That's what it's given. Okay. So I mean, without anything showing that you've actually given her this money, I can only go off of your word.
At this point, the judge lays it out clearly. Testimonial evidence matters, but unsupported claims only go so far. If Tim really paid $70,000 or $80,000, there should be a paper trail somewhere. Instead, there's nothing to back it up. So the court is left with his own statement that he makes $200,000 a year, plus the mother's testimony that she's been carrying the real day-to-day expenses. This is where legal strategy matters. If you don't bring documents, the court can use your own words against you. And Tim has basically handed the judge the income figure she needs.
And you said you made $200,000 a year.
Yeah.
So is that true or is that not true?
That's true.
Okay.
So like, the rapping, that's where it goes to. That's where the majority of it goes to, for sure.
I understand.
You know what I'm saying?
So is it possible that $200,000 is your bottom line and you actually make more?
Nah.
Because you just agreed with her when she was talking about throwing money in the club. All right. Well, I tell you what, when you bring something in here that suggests that you make less, as well as suggests that you've given her $70,000, $80,000, then we will consider it at that point. But today I can only go off of the evidence that I heard. You don't have any type of 1099s or anything to show that you're paying other people any expenses, anything like that.
This my expense right here.
Okay, Mr. Hall, you came here to waste my time.
I work, Mr. Hall. You know.
Now the ruling framework starts taking shape. The judge asks again about income, and when Tim confirms that the $200,000 figure is true, that becomes the foundation for support. He tries to soften it by saying a lot goes back into rapping, but the court can't just guess at expenses that weren't documented. Number 1099s, no payment records, no breakdowns, no proof of what's really leaving his pocket. So from the judge's perspective, this becomes very straightforward. If you want the court to believe your income is lower in practical terms, you have to show it. Otherwise, the number you admitted is the number that sticks.
I work.
Yeah, I know you work for sure.
And you know, I don't like to steal people's phrases, but according to what Ms. Doug said, and I'd have to agree with her, the math ain't mathing. It's really not. Because if you're spending that type of money on kids, you're going to bring that to court. That's the first thing you're going to want me, right?
Right.
Okay. All right. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to base your child support off of that $200,000 a year per your testimony. So under Texas law, it's capped. Okay. So I can't place you on child support based on $200,000 a year per se, because it'd be a lot. So it will be capped, which will make your net resources $896.72. You said there are 3 children. Do you have any other children outside of those 3?
Not that I know of.
Okay, I'm going to move right along. All right.
Here the judge explains something important about Texas support law. Even if someone makes a very high income, child support calculations are capped at a certain level of net resources. So Tim isn't being charged on the full dramatic version of his earnings in the way viewers might assume. The court is still working within the legal formula. But that doesn't save him from a substantial payment, especially with 3 children involved. The judge also starts looking at health insurance because support isn't just one monthly number. It's also about who is paying medical costs and whether the children can be covered more efficiently going forward.
So health insurance, she says that she pays $250 a month for all 3 children. Do you have access to health insurance that will be cheaper than that?
Yeah.
Or can you get health insurance on the children? Because if not, you're going to reimburse her that $250.
So, okay, so Judge, how much am I looking to be paying per month?
Right now, without any reimbursement of health insurance or any credit for health insurance that you could possibly get that's cheaper than $250, you're looking at make sure I got this right, $2,969 a month.
Got to be month.
But that's a break, because you said you give me $10,000, so that's a whole break.
You know.
Ain't no name used to
You shouldn't be
already.
bothered.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be bothered.
So, Mr. Hall, excuse me. I know you're still soft on her, but I'm talking to you right now. All right. So.
And this is where the final amount starts locking in. The judge tells him that without cheaper health insurance in place, he's looking at a monthly obligation of nearly $3,000. That's the moment the courtroom energy changes, because now Tim isn't dealing with hypotheticals anymore. He's hearing the real financial consequence of walking into court unprepared. The judge does give him a path to reduce the health insurance reimbursement by enrolling the children through his own plan, but she puts a deadline on it. In other words, if he wants any break here, he has to actually do something, not just talk.
Did you have access to health insurance that would be cheaper than $250 a month?
Yeah, I can get some.
Okay, so this is what we're going to do. It doesn't change your child support amount really at all. So what we will do, instead of you paying her $250 a month for reimbursement, I'll give you credit of $100.
Oh, okay.
But you have to enroll the children in health insurance you don't do it within the next 30 days and she comes back, you'll be paying her the $250 reimbursement.
We'll be back, Judge.
No,
Okay.
We'll be back.
Well, that has nothing to do with me. All right. So your child support amount will remain at the $2,969. You know, of course, like I said, that's getting the health insurance. If not, that number will go up.
Okay.
Okay?
We probably gonna see you again.
Okay. You're gonna see me again because you're gonna do what I'm suggesting, right?
That's kept.
Oh, okay. Well, Mr. Hall, is there anything else? Mr. Hall, is there anything further?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Ms. Doug, is there anything further?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, if there's nothing further, you both are dismissed.
So in the end, this case came down to one thing: proof beats performance. The mother came in with a clear story about what she pays for, what the children need, and where the father has been falling short. Tim came in with confidence, slang, and huge money claims, but almost none of the receipts needed to make those claims help him. The judge used his own testimony, applied the Texas support formula, and landed on a monthly child support order of $2,969, with health insurance conditions attached. If you were the judge in this case, would you have ruled the same way? Drop your thoughts below, and if you want more courtroom breakdowns like this, make sure you like and subscribe.
Judge Vonda B court is now in session. Judge, this is case of Vanderbilt.
Thank you. You all may be seated. Miss Vanderbilt,
Yes, ma'am.
you brought this case before the court.
Well, my son, he's 6 years old, and Damien, I'm actually bringing him to court because he hasn't paid child support in the last 3 years.
Okay.
And our son is 6, like I was saying.
Okay. Is that it? Does the child live with you?
He lives with mom, and so I haven't had any kind of help. And whenever I call him to come get his son, he says he's going to come, but he doesn't show up. And so I'm here to get money for him to help take care of our son.
Okay, where is
All right, everyone. This case is about to get messy fast. A mother says the father hasn't paid a single dollar in child support for 3 years, and now she's finally taking him to court. But here's the twist: he doesn't even show up. Instead, he sends his new wife to speak for him. That decision alone is about to change everything. Can someone else really defend a parent who refuses to appear? Stay with us, because one courtroom mistake is about to become incredibly expensive.
is this Damien?
No.
No, ma'am.
Who are you?
I'm his wife.
Okay, that's great. But why are you here?
Because he's out there building the bridge of Gibraltar. He's an engineer.
Right, but this is his child, right?
Yes.
So this has nothing to do with you. So I'm confused as to why you're present today.
Oh, just to handle the current situation.
Oh, okay. Well, that'll be cute. You're going to help him just right. So he's building what now?
The bridge of Gibraltar over in Italy.
Oh. How much is he making for building this bridge?
I think easily like 80,000 just for that.
80,000 just for that?
Yeah, it's very important.
Oh, very important, right. Okay, according to what you submitted on his behalf, he makes about $104,000.
The moment the judge realizes the father stayed overseas while his wife came instead, the atmosphere completely changes. Child support is a legal obligation, not something another family member can simply explain away. Even more surprising, the wife openly reveals his impressive income. Without realizing it, she's handing the judge exactly the financial evidence needed to calculate child support. Would you have stepped into court knowing your words could cost your family thousands?
That sounds about right.
It sounds about right. Mm-hmm.
Can't
That's
pay
a
for
nice
his
ring you
child.
have on.
Oh, thank you.
Is that new? He just bought that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, great. Interesting. Okay. Anything, do you all have any kids or anything?
Yes, we have 2 kids together.
2 kids, okay.
Cheated on me with her.
Excuse me?
He cheated on me with her.
Are you mad? Are you little mad or big mad?
I think I'm big mad.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Well,
because I like.
you know what? You're gonna have to get over it because this is not a therapy court, okay?
Right. Okay.
You're gonna have to get over it. And I don't need you taunting her, okay? That's not cute. This attitude, you know, you guys really need to try to be friends and get along. Well, you don't necessarily have to be friends. You should try to get along, considering that this is your child with her husband, and that is your stepchild.
I guess so.
You guess. No, that's what it is. So you two need to start trying to get along, and you need.
Instead of focusing on the child, old relationship drama suddenly takes center stage. The affair, the new marriage, and years of resentment all spill into the courtroom. Judge Vonda quickly shuts it down because none of that changes one simple fact. A child still deserves financial support. It's a powerful reminder that personal feelings may fuel the conflict, but the law only cares about parental responsibility. Do you think emotions were distracting everyone from the real issue?
To get over yourself and stop being so mad.
Okay.
So, based on what he makes that you provided to the court, he's going to be paying child support. Did you know that by you showing up today and telling me how much he makes that he would have to pay?
That doesn't make any sense. How like, why? Like, he's already paying for me and my kids.
Oh.
And she should have been a better wife.
Oh.
I mean, I was
Excuse
giving
me?
him what she
How do you
couldn't.
know what type of wife that she was? Were you in their house? Yes or no?
No, well,
Yes, she was,
but-
but I wasn't there
Well, you know,
in my
you know
bed
what?
and stuff.
The fact that you think that is even funny is not attractive at all. So, he was served to be here today. He failed to show up. And unfortunately, he's going to have to be in default, which means that I can honor her request to make him pay child support.
Now comes the biggest legal mistake of the entire case. Because the father ignored the court summons, the judge can move forward without hearing his side. That's called a default judgment, and it gives the court authority to rule based on the evidence already available. Ironically, the person helping the court the most is his own wife by providing his income details. One decision to skip court may end up costing far more than showing up ever would have.
Please don't look confused. It kills me when you come on here and you show up for him. This has obviously nothing to do with you, but you want to show up in his place and then look confused when he's ordered to pay child support based on what you submitted to the court. So, based on that $104,000, I have his gross at $8,667, net of $6,525.63. Who pays health insurance for?
I do.
How much do you pay?
For both of us, $300.
No, ma'am.
For him, $150.
Yes, for him only $150.
Yes,
He's
ma'am.
also going to be responsible for that too. Make sure you relay that message to him when he finished building this so important bridge, okay? Okay, I have child support with the reimbursement for health insurance at the $150. I have that set at $1,112.50.
Listen carefully as the judge starts calculating the numbers. Every figure is based on verified income, health insurance costs, and Texas child support guidelines, not emotion or revenge. Once the father's earnings are confirmed, the financial obligation becomes almost unavoidable. This is exactly why accurate financial records matter in family court. If you were the judge, would you have reached the same conclusion based on these facts?
Wait, Judge.
Wait, you're looking real confused. What is it?
No, okay, so anytime she asks for money, he sends it. And I've seen him do it. And anytime he calls to come see his child with her, he's willing to go. But anytime he calls, she never picks up. He's like, where is he? Never hear from her. Like, he really does try.
That's the problem.
And
I should have to call him.
Excuse me. You will not do that. You will not address her. You will address me.
Yes, ma'am.
So anything that he has given her directly is considered a gift. He doesn't get credit for that.
He needs to.
Well, he needed to be here.
The new wife tries one last time to defend her husband, claiming he occasionally sent money and wanted to see his son. But legally, informal payments often don't replace a court-ordered support obligation, especially when there are no official records. Judge Vonda makes it crystal clear that excuses cannot erase years of missed responsibility. In family court, documentation almost always speaks louder than promises.
As well, didn't he? but he thought the bridge building was more important.
Well, yeah, he has to support me and my family as well.
Right, but his son is also his family as well, so you might want to learn how to blend a family, okay?
Oh, I know how to blend.
You know what? Is there anything further?
No, ma'am.
Okay, you all are dismissed.
In the end, this case wasn't decided by anger or personal history. It was decided by accountability. The father's absence, combined with the financial information presented in court, led directly to a child support order of more than $1,100 per month, including health insurance reimbursement. One missed court appearance completely changed the outcome. Was the judge's ruling fair, or should the father have been given another chance? Let us know your verdict in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more unforgettable courtroom drama.
All rise. Judge Vonda B court is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB 1038, Brown case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Okay, Ms. Brown, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, Your Honor, my sister, Jazz, she drops her 4 children off at my house all the time. I have 1 child, that's all I had. And so I'm looking to receive some child support for these children because I'm taking years.
And how many children did you say?
She has 4 children.
And all 4 live with you?
Yes, I'm just gonna say they do, yes.
So do they or don't they?
They're there all the time, so yes.
Okay.
This case opens with a shocking family dispute. An aunt tells Judge Vonda B that she's been raising her sister's 4 children for nearly 3 years with almost no financial support. That's not occasional babysitting, that's full-time parenting. The big question is simple. If someone else is raising your children every day, should you still be responsible for supporting them? Let's see how this unfolds.
How long have they been living
all
with
the
you?
time.
Excuse me, ma'am. I'm talking to her. I'm not talking to you. You will have your opportunity to speak in just a moment, okay? Okay. Thank you. So, how long have they been living with you?
For about 3 years now.
3 years?
Yes.
That is all the time. Okay. Any type of child support for her kids?
No, she has not. She'll give me $20 here and there, but
$20 for 4 kids?
$20, yes.
What about health insurance? How are these children covered under health insurance?
They do not have health insurance.
Because you won't put them on there.
Excuse me. Thank you. Health insurance, is it available through your job?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It is.
So if I were to order that the children are enrolled in health insurance, you're able to do that through your employer?
Yes, I am. I work for an advertising firm, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
As the aunt explains that the children don't even have health insurance, the situation becomes even more serious. She's covering food, housing, and daily care while trying to support her own child too. Family members often step in during difficult times, but when temporary help turns into years of responsibility, the law begins to treat things very differently. Part 3.
They should be able to
Do you know about how much it would cost?
Roughly $250 for all 4.
Okay. $250 for all 4. Okay. All right. Is there anything else you want to let me know before I move over here to your sister?
And talk to her.
Okay. Now it's your turn.
Okay. First off, those are her nieces. She never says that when I drop them off.
Those are your kids.
I understand that. But I'm trying to make a living for me and my kids. I'm an upcoming artist. I have to go to clubs every night to
What
make
kind of
appearances.
artist are you?
I sing and I rap.
I've never heard you.
Okay, well, do you get on
Neither have
Spotify?
I.
Because I'm on there. I can sing for y'all right now.
No, thank you.
Look.
But I mean, here's the reality of it. You have 4 children that you need to support.
I
Regardless.
am supporting them.
You're not supporting them, giving them $20. $20 is not $20. Excuse me. $20 is barely enough to purchase 2 of them something to eat.
Now the mother finally speaks, and her defense immediately raises eyebrows. She says she's an upcoming singer trying to build a career, but the judge quickly reminds her that dreams don't replace parental responsibilities. No matter what career you're chasing, your children still need food, shelter, and support today, not someday.
At a fast food restaurant.
Okay, I drop them off with some little Debbie cakes sometimes. Like, they good. It's a
Did
snack.
you really just say that?
They are 5, 4, and 3. Like, they don't need no big old meal or nothing.
5, 4, and 3. You're missing
Yes,
one.
ma'am.
You don't even know
I have
how old they are?
twins.
Oh, okay.
They're both 5. Yes, ma'am.
2, 5. So you expect her to support 4 children of Little Debbie snacks? Is that what you're telling me
provide
here
the Little
today?
Debbie snacks. So how is she supporting them off of Little Debbie snacks?
And you think there's nothing wrong with what you're saying, right?
No. I'm doing what I can.
Well, you need
I
to sing
am.
some more because obviously you're underpaid and you need to be paying your
Ma'am,
sister.
I'm upcoming, so I can get. I do nails on the side too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So how much are you making with doing nails?
I mean, whenever I have a client, like every day, maybe 300 a week, maybe that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how much of that do you give your sister besides $20?
This is where the courtroom becomes tense. The mother admits she mostly gives her sister $20 and a few snacks for 4 children. Judge Vonda B doesn't hide her disbelief because raising 4 kids costs far more than occasional pocket change. The excuses are starting to collapse under simple facts, and the judge is clearly losing patience.
Whenever
0.
I get that, I give her a little bit of something.
No, that is unacceptable. And the fact that you came in this courtroom and actually admitted that is very sad.
Admitted what?
That you have not been supporting your children. You know what? I'm not about to play this
I
game with
have
you.
been.
Obviously, you came here to waste my time. You have not been supporting them with $20 and Little Debbie snacks. And don't say
She's
that
talking
again.
about a couple
No, ma'am.
times $20.
Oh, I'm
A
sorry.
couple of times
in their mouth.
Excuse
when
me.
they're home with
She
me.
drops off.
Hold on 1 second. Excuse me. It is not her responsibility to take care of your children. If you are going
I
to leave your,
understand
excuse
that.
me, you obviously don't understand because you're not listening to what I said. If you are going to leave your, first of all, it needs to be an agreement that she even wants to take in 4 additional children.
If she didn't want them, she could say that. She's never said that.
No, it doesn't
I've
matter.
definitely
These are
said
your
that.
No, you
children,
haven't.
not hers. So you know what's going to happen today? You're going to pay her some child support, and it's going to be more than $20. I can assure you that. Now, you said...
Judge Vonda B makes one thing crystal clear. Those children belong to their mother, not their aunt. Just because a family member agrees to help doesn't mean they take over the legal responsibility forever. That's an important lesson in family court. Helping is a choice, but supporting your own children is a legal obligation.
You provided this, never mind. This tax return, who did this?
One of her boyfriends.
No.
One of her
He
It
boyfriends.
was
does
my
tax-
last baby daddy mafia. Okay, he did it for me.
Oh,
He been doing
okay.
taxes for years.
Right, and he reported you at $30,000 a year?
Yeah, about that. Just about that.
Okay. Let me go ahead and calculate these numbers because you obviously came here to waste my time. So, at $30,000, I have your gross calculated at $2,500.
Yeah,
Excuse me? Are you painting your nails in my courtroom?
Yeah, I didn't have time because I had to be here
Go
this early in the
ahead
morning.
and put the top on that nail polish because I need you to pay attention when I read these numbers off to you.
I should know what I make.
I can assure you it's going to be more than $20. How about that?
That's
You're on.
fine.
You see what I have to deal with.
I definitely see what you have to deal with, but you know, I can't necessarily control how your sister behaves. That is up to her.
Once the mother's tax records come into evidence, the conversation shifts from excuses to numbers. The judge calculates her income and begins working through the child support guidelines. Family court doesn't base decisions on promises or future success. It relies on verified financial information and the actual needs of the children.
But we can make sure that you are receiving more than $20, okay?
I appreciate that.
So at $2,500 gross, that brings your net to $2,004. And you said $250? Okay. So your child support obligation for 4 children is going to be $701 plus.
$701. I can't afford that. I got gas.
Oh, now
I
you're
got
paying
food,
attention.
I got a.
Oh, okay. So $701
Yeah.
plus the $250 comes out to $951 a month. That's what you're gonna pay your sister.
I don't have that, ma'am. So
Well, you know what?
I
It
don't know,
doesn't
whatever
matter.
you need to
So
do.
why do I see you on
order that, so I'm
Instagram
not
popping
gonna
bottles at the club? Why do I see that?
Guess what? Guess what? It
'cause
doesn't
guys
even
buy
matter.
that for me.
It doesn't even matter. Which means one day you're going to be up and you're going to be coming to pay this $951 in child support. Is there anything further?
No.
Is there anything further?
I ain't got that. I already told you that. So,
Okay,
I mean,
so you don't
can
have
write
any
it
other
up, but-
questions? All right. You all are dismissed.
The final ruling sends a powerful message. Judge Vonda B orders the mother to pay $951 per month, including health insurance costs, because the aunt has been providing full-time care. The decision makes it clear that parenting responsibilities don't disappear simply because someone else steps in to help. Do you think the judge got this one right? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more courtroom breakdowns.
All rise. Support court with Judge Vonda B is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB1072, Wilson case.
Thank you. You all may be seated. Okay, Miss Wilson, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, I have a son named Tanner Wilson, and
Okay.
he has a daughter with Nikki. And Tanner's in the military. Nikki is off at school, but she's not helping do anything. I've been raising their child for the past 6 months, so I'm not getting any help or assistance or anything from her.
Okay.
So I need some type of check.
It's Tanner.
Tanner's in the military.
Oh, he's
in the military.
So when you say he's in the military, he's away in the military?
Yes, he
Okay.
is.
All right. And Nikki, does she visit with the child? Does she bring you any groceries?
She doesn't do anything. I mean, she went off to school. She's in New York.
This case starts with a twist you don't see every day. A grandmother walks into court asking for child support because she's become the full-time parent to her own granddaughter. The father is serving in the military, the mother is away at college, and one question hangs over this courtroom from the very beginning. Who is actually raising this little girl? By the end of this hearing, someone is about to face a brutal reality check.
So she'll come home sometimes and get her on, breaks or something. But half the time when she's home on breaks, I don't even know she's home.
Oh, wow.
So she doesn't really do much of anything for Sterling.
So she will come into town and not see her child?
Yes.
How old is Sterling?
She's 2.
Okay. 2 years old. Does she go to daycare or anything?
Yeah, she goes to daycare and I pay for all of that.
How much is daycare?
Oh gosh, $200 a week.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is pretty expensive.
Yes.
All right. Is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to Miss Nikki?
I just, see her like on all these TikTok videos and on Facebook where she's partying and clubbing. I mean, I get it. You're in college and you want to have fun, but don't forget that you have a responsibility. You still have a child at home that needs you. A mother needs some help, And
I agree with that.
Yeah, she's just not being a good mom right now.
Okay. All right. Miss Nikki, why are you not being a good mom?
It's not that I'm not being a good mom. It's just that I'm in school full time.
Okay.
And
so being in school full time means
The grandmother doesn't hold back. She says Nikki rarely visits, barely helps financially, and seems more focused on college life than motherhood. That's a painful accusation, but Judge Vonda B isn't interested in emotions alone. She wants facts. Because in family court, good intentions don't carry the same weight as daily responsibility.
you can't be a mom.
well, I'm away at school. So on my breaks, I go home.
Away at school means you cannot be a good mom.
I am a good mom. I am going to school full time. The point is when I got pregnant, I didn't want to have a child. I was in school. I didn't want that for myself.
Okay, but the baby is here now.
She is.
She's 2. So besides going to school, what else do you have that defines you as a good mom?
I mean, I do what I can.
As in what?
As in,
she just said
she's here
that,
now.
Excuse me. She just said that you are not providing any financial information and you barely come to visit the child when you're in town.
Like I said, when I got pregnant, I did not want a baby. She was like, I wanted a granddaughter, And I was like, I'm sorry, I don't.
Oh, I get it. So because you didn't want Sterling and she did, she is.
We had a
her
whole agreement
responsibility.
before this. Like, she was like,
Then comes the moment that changes everything. Nikki admits she never wanted the pregnancy. It's an honest statement, but the judge immediately shifts the focus. Whether the pregnancy was planned or not no longer matters. The child is here, and every decision from this point forward has to be about what's best for her, not what's easiest for the adults.
take care of her. I wanted another child.
Right, she will take care of her. I don't
Yes.
believe she thought that she was going to be raising another child on her own. Am I right about that?
Yes.
She
We
is
had
a
this
grandmother.
conversation. I'm in school full time. I told her I
How
can't.
long do you have left in school?
I have a year left.
So Sterling is going to be with her another year, and then another year, and another year. She's just going to raise the baby.
No, I will have a job by then. I'll be working.
Okay.
She's 2. She won't remember any of this.
I'm just going to play like you did not say that.
She won't. I mean, I when I go home, I see her. We FaceTime. All of that.
You
I mean,
obviously came here to
when
waste my time.
No, I'm not. I mean, I don't understand.
I mean, I don't understand either, because you said as I was saying, and you still haven't said anything.
I said what I had to say. I'm in school full time. What do I do?
Take care of your child. You can.
I do the best that I can.
Okay. So is it true what she said about you being on social media, going to clubs and all that kind of stuff?
Yes, I am a influencer. So I try to get
wait
brand
a minute,
deals.
hold on. You said you're in school full time, you don't work.
Correct.
But influencers get paid.
Nikki argues there was an agreement for the grandmother to raise the child while she finished school. But Judge Vonda B isn't convinced. Helping a family member is one thing. Taking over someone's legal responsibility is another. The courtroom begins drawing a clear line between family support and parental obligation.
I haven't gotten paid
Come
in
on,
a
make
while.
it make sense.
I haven't gotten paid in a while.
But you get paid,
Yes.
and you can send money for Sterling, right?
Yes, and I do.
And you don't.
I do.
That's not what she just said. So is she being untruthful?
I do what I can. I am in school full time. I don't know what else. This is so crazy to me, like why we're right here right now, because
we're here right now because grandmother needs some financial assistance for her
chose
child.
this life. Grandmother chose the life.
You know what?
I didn't choose this life. However, I love my daughter to pieces. I don't regret anything. However, I would have liked to wait.
So grandmother chose this life.
Yes, to take care of her. It's okay, I'll take care of her while you're in school, and all of a sudden something changed, which is why we're sitting here now.
Can you believe this?
I really can't. I mean, I expected you to help at least. Of course, I'm not going
a year
to.
left. I do what I can.
So Sterling
So
is
it's a year left of her taking care of your daughter. You and Tanner's daughter.
This is what you wanted.
Then Nikki's story starts falling apart. She says she's a full-time student, but also admits she's earning money as a social media influencer. The problem isn't just the income, it's the inconsistency. When your answers keep changing, the judge starts questioning everything else you're saying.
But I thought you were going to help.
you were gonna take care
I
of
thought
her.
you were going to still be a good mom
Miss
to
Nikki,
Sterling.
you are
though.
so unbelievable right
Yes.
now. You are the mom. She is the grandmother.
Exactly.
What part of that don't you understand?
I understand all of it. We had a whole agreement that she would raise the child until I do see my child. I do.
Barely.
You know what?
But I don't know what changed. I don't know if she got a little boyfriend or something.
What difference would it make if she had a boyfriend? That
Because
is none of
she
your
chose
business.
this life.
Excuse me.
I could have
You
waited.
chose this life. You had the child with Tanner. Miss Wilson, Miss or Mrs., I'm sorry. Miss Wilson did not have the child. You did. The child is your responsibility. Whether the grandchild or not. I know a lot of grandparents that say, oh, when are you going to have me a grandchild? I want a grandchild. They never anticipate that phrase to mean I 100% am taking care of the child. You are unbelievable right now.
I'm not. I'm really not.
You really are.
No,
So
I'm
you know
really
what?
not.
Well, we're going to go ahead and
This is the biggest wake-up call of the case. Judge Vonda B reminds Nikki that wanting a grandchild doesn't mean a grandmother signs up to become the child's full-time parent. Love can inspire someone to help, but the law still places responsibility where it belongs on the mother and father.
Do is get Miss Wilson the proper financial support that she needs to take care of your daughter. So you understand that, let me repeat it again, your daughter. So you don't walk out of this courtroom believing that someone else has the obligation of taking care of your child. She does not have to step in and do anything.
She does not, but
she's
chose
doing
to.
it. She's
so don't
doing
complain
it.
about it now. Don't complain about it now.
Well, you know
chose
what?
to do this.
I don't need you to complain about these numbers when I read them off to you. Ms. Wilson, Tanner, you say he's in the military. Do you know how much money he makes?
I don't know how much she makes.
Okay. Health insurance. I know typically they have decent health insurance in the military. Do you have any idea of how much that costs?
About 108. Tanner takes care of that part.
Okay. Tanner takes care of that. So let me just make sure I'm all right. And mom doesn't do anything.
Nothing.
Okay. And you said that 6 months the child has been with you?
Yes.
Okay. Daycare is $800 a month. Mm-hmm. Okay, so what I'm going to do, when you're influencing, let me ask you a question.
Now the emotions take a back seat and the numbers take over. Daycare costs, health insurance, and both parents' financial situations are carefully reviewed. The judge isn't looking for excuses anymore. She's calculating who should be paying and how much responsibility each parent must carry.
Question, how much money are you getting off of that consistently?
Consistently, I would say maybe $2,000 a month.
$2,000 a month? And you haven't sent her anything?
I mean, I had books to pay for.
Right, so your books cost $2,000?
Yes.
Are you getting financial aid from school?
I have maxed out all my financial aid. I maxed out all my... I don't know what else to do. I'm doing what I can. Like I said, I'm
Have
doing
you
what I
ever
can.
considered moving from New York? I know it's expensive
No,
to
I
live
have
there.
a huge internship. Why would I? No.
Oh.
No.
Okay, so your internship is more important than raising your daughter?
No, it is not. But I am doing this for my daughter.
Oh, okay.
So
do believe, that's fine.
that is what I know. I am doing this for my daughter.
Well, what I know is you're getting ready to pay child support. So this is what we're going to do. Since you don't have any financial information on Tanner, we're going to set his child support at minimum wage. We're also going to set your child support at minimum wage, okay? I'm going to order that.
Nikki insists she's sacrificing now to build a better future for her daughter. But Judge Vonda B delivers a powerful reminder. Children don't live in the future. They live in the present. Dreams, degrees, and career plans can't replace food on the table or someone showing up every day.
Tanner maintains the health insurance, and then I'm also going to have you reimburse half of that health insurance back to him. So, I mean, excuse me, no, not reimburse half of it. You're going to reimburse the back pay, because I'm going to order you to pay back pay as well. She said 6 months. It's 6 months. So Tanner is going to maintain the health insurance at 108. Okay. There will be no reimbursement on that part of it, because what I'm going to do is have you pay monthly child support and minimum wage, which is $219, as well as back pay to grandma. $219 multiplied by the past 6 months. Tanner's portion is $657. Your portion is $657. That's to be paid at $50 per month. So each parent's child support obligation to grandmother is...
The ruling is firm. Both parents are ordered to pay child support, and back pay is added because the grandmother carried the burden alone for months. It's a clear message that stepping away from daily parenting doesn't erase financial responsibility.
$269 per month.
Are you happy now?
No, are you happy now? I know I'm happy because you're finally supporting your child financially, and grandmother gets some assistance with paying this daycare.
Grandmother wanted a baby. She's grandmother.
And you know what?
This is your part.
And grandmother
so whenever
is here. Excuse me, grandmother's here because she also wanted some financial help. Is there anything further, ma'am?
No, we're done here.
Oh, obviously. Is there anything further?
No, thank you very much, Your Honor.
You're welcome. If there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
In the end, this case was never about choosing between college and parenting. It was about accountability. The grandmother stepped up when the child needed her, but the court made sure she wouldn't carry that weight alone anymore. Now it's your turn. Did Judge Vonda B get this one right? Or would you have ruled differently? Share your verdict below, and don't forget to subscribe for more unforgettable courtroom stories.
All rise. Support court with Judge Vonda B is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB 1062, Henry case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated.
Yes, ma'am.
Mrs. Henry, excuse me, you brought this case before the court.
Yes,
What's
ma'am.
going on?
Well, I'm bringing my husband, hopefully ex-husband soon, for child support. He roughly pays about $1,000 a month, and I feel he should be paying more because he makes more. He makes more than I do.
Okay, but he's not under a court order.
He just gives.
So he voluntarily gives you $1,000 a month for child support.
Yes, and exactly voluntarily gives me money. Every
But
now
that's
and then.
a good thing, right?
Every now and then he gives me money. Then most time I'm begging for him to give me money.
Still get it?
So what's going on? Like, fill me in. How did we get here today?
This case gets interesting right away because the mother isn't saying the father pays nothing. She's saying he pays, but not enough. Her argument is simple. He makes more money, so he should be giving more. But in support court, that alone doesn't win the case. The court wants to know what the children actually need, who is already paying for what, and whether the current setup is truly unfair or just frustrating.
We're here today because I know he's a truck driver. He's over the road all the time. But like I said, I need more money for my children. They're in activities, private school. I just need more money. And I'm not jealous of him or anything like that. That's what he said before, but I'm not.
You said they're in activities and they go to private school, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Isn't it fair to assume covering that?
No, it's not.
So who needs the money, the kids or you?
Well, of course, I have to look good too, but I don't spend that money on myself. I spend it on my
spend all of it on herself, Your Honor.
No, I do not. No, I do not. You don't have proof of that?
Your Honor, I currently...
You don't have proof of that?
As best you can. Try not to interject until I'm done speaking with her, and I promise I will come over to you.
Yes,
Thank you, because I was talking.
I was talking to him. I did not need you to echo me,
Yes,
okay?
ma'am.
All right. Now you answer my questions.
Yes, ma'am.
Wouldn't it be fair to say?
Mother starts listing private school, activities, and everyday expenses, and at first it sounds like she may have a strong case. But the judge immediately moves to the numbers. Once tuition gets broken down, it starts to look like the father's $1,000 payment is already covering a major part of that cost. That's where the case shifts from emotion to math. And if the shortage isn't clearly proven, the request for more money starts to look a lot weaker.
That with the tuition as well as the children's expenses, that $1,000 is covering that.
It's not.
How much is the tuition?
Tuition is, we have 2 children.
Okay.
And tuition is it's about $500 a piece. That's $1,000 right there. And I still need, because they need clothes. I need to feed them.
Does he give you any money in regards to extra, like for the extracurricular activities or anything like that?
I'm trying to get extra. He won't give me that. No, he does not give me extra.
What is the visitation schedule between the two of you?
He has the kids Sunday through
split.
He's still.
So let me just make sure I got this straight. He's voluntarily giving you $1,000 a month for child support, correct?
That's correct.
He has the children, you said Sunday through Wednesday?
Yes.
Which means you have them Wednesday through Sunday.
This is where the father's side starts looking much stronger. He's not only paying $1,000 voluntarily, he also has the children for a large part of the week and covers their health insurance too. That matters a lot. In child support cases, the court doesn't just look at income, it also looks at parenting time and direct expenses. At this point, the father doesn't look like a parent avoiding responsibility. He looks like someone who is already contributing in several ways.
That's correct.
Who pays health insurance?
I do, Your Honor.
How much is health insurance?
It's roughly $309 a month. And she asked me a question.
But she's still talking to me though.
Okay, I did ask him a question.
Okay.
So, everything that I just repeated back to you is accurate, right?
He has money. He's spending on other
That what
women.
I just repeated back to you is accurate, right?
Pretty much.
So I'm confused as to why you're here. Are you trying to put him on
I want to put him on child
You want to
support.
put him on child support
Yes,
for
ma'am.
the $1,000, or are you trying to put him on child support for something more?
Something more, yes.
Okay, let me move over to, well, before I move over to him, what do you do for a living?
I'm a teacher.
All right.
60,000.
All right. Do you have access to private health insurance for the children?
Yes, I do, but I'm a teacher. I don't have that extra. That's why the father should help out with that.
He does. He pays health insurance.
Yes.
He just said he pays $309.
Yes.
So you can't say he needs to help out with that because he's already doing it.
You're right, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Now, sir, what do you do for a living?
I'm a truck driver.
Truck driver. How much money do you make?
Now the judge says what the whole courtroom is probably thinking. If he's already paying money, sharing parenting time, and covering insurance, then what exactly is broken here? That question becomes a serious problem for the mother's case, because she still hasn't clearly shown a legal imbalance that needs fixing. Support court doesn't increase payments just because one parent is annoyed or wants more. There has to be a clear financial reason tied to the children's needs.
I make roughly maybe 82 a year.
All right.
Okay.
Now, help me make sense of this. You give her $1,000 a month for the children. You pay health insurance. You all have a split schedule.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm missing something. Like, what is the issue? Why are we here? Because I need someone to child support court if they're not doing something. I do understand making it legal, putting it in a document, but you're asking for more money. So I'm trying to get the disconnect here.
Because
So
like
what
I said,
it
he
is,
has
Your
other
Honor,
women he's spending money on.
She never lets me talk, so.
Okay, I'm going to let you talk.
Exactly.
Okay.
What it is, Your Honor, she's,
Wow.
and she just found out that I'm recently dating, so now she's mad at me.
Oh, I'm mad.
There
I'm
goes
mad.
the
Very mad.
conflict.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
There goes the conflict.
I'm
Now
not
I
mad.
asked what was the disconnect here. It was something missing. So you brought him to court because he has a new girlfriend?
No, man, I'm not
That's
mad
exactly
about
why, Your Honor.
This is the moment the case starts getting messy, because the father hints that the real issue may not be money at all. It may be personal resentment. Once the new relationship and jealousy angle comes up, the tone of the case changes fast. And that's risky because the more this sounds like relationship drama instead of a child support dispute, the weaker the legal argument becomes. Judges notice quickly when a case starts drifting away from the kids and toward the ex's personal life.
And you're engaged.
Yes, ma'am.
He's still gonna want to marry you after he see what you're doing to this man?
He's on my side about this.
Of course he is.
So he agrees that he should be paying more than $1,000 a month
Yes,
in
like
child
I said,
support.
he has other women that he's pretty much
What does
tricking
his
money
other
on.
women have to do with anything?
'Cause he's spending a lot
Quite
of money.
frankly, you shouldn't care. You have a whole nother man that you should
And
hear
that-
all in his business.
I'm not trying to be
And he doesn't even
You
work
are
there.
trying to be in his business because you have mentioned it twice that he has other women. His
Yes.
other women has nothing to do with this
It-
case.
it
So
really
you can
does,
pipe
Your Honor.
down
It really
and stop
does.
bringing that up. It has nothing to do with
Okay.
it. Well, let
It
me
really
say it
does.
like this. It is not going to have an impact on my decision today.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Now, so you have a new girlfriend and she's in her feelings about it. Okay?
She always try to come by to see if she's there. If she sees us out, she always try to come make a hostile environment.
Did your fiance come to court today?
No, he didn't.
Oh, well, I'm glad.
The judge draws a hard line here. A new girlfriend, an engagement, and hurt feelings have nothing to do with child support. That's a major reset in the courtroom. The judge is basically saying, if you want more money, show me why the children need it and why the current arrangement is unfair. Don't show me jealousy. And the more the mother keeps circling back to that emotional angle, the more it hurts her credibility in front of the court.
Because if what he's saying is true, that's not a good look.
I am not jealous. I'm not hating. I'm not coming by the house or anything looking for him.
Okay.
So again, the disconnect is
Stop spending that money on those other women and
I need you to stop interrupting me because you have not done anything to prove to me yet that this man needs to pay you even the $1,000.
Okay.
You said the children are in private school. It's $1,000 for private school.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's the whole child support, to take care of them.
But you're a teacher.
You're taking care of yourself.
What?
You're not taking care of them.
You don't know that.
I do.
Miss
you
Henry. Miss Henry.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
obviously came here to waste my time.
No,
okay?
no, Your Honor.
Yes, you did.
No.
Yes, you
No.
did. You are asking for more.
This is the turning point. The judge flat out says she hasn't been shown any reason why the father should be ordered to pay more. Tuition is already being covered, custody is split, and the father is already contributing financially. At this stage, the mother's argument stops sounding like, the children need more support, and starts sounding more like, I still want more money anyway. And in support court, that difference matters a lot.
More money, and he's giving just that. He's giving $1,000. He's covering the kids' tuition.
So what about clothing?
Y'all have a split schedule.
I
He
buy
needs
them.
to
I got
maintain
clothes at my
clothing.
house.
Excuse me, Mr.
Please, you
Henry.
bring the
Excuse me.
kids
Give me a
back
minute.
home and they
Give me a
look
minute.
just-
Here's the reality of it. You all have a split schedule. Clothing and everything for your home. You need to be providing clothing and everything for your home. This is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to order anybody to pay child support. What I'm going to do is that you testified to this. You said tuition was $100 per child. So you know what? You're going to pay $500 and he's going to pay
Judge.
$500 directly to the school.
That's
That
you
is
make
right.
more money than I do, and you have.
And you're going to keep maintaining the health insurance. Okay. Now,
Thank
if you decide to,
The judge's solution is actually pretty smart because she doesn't just deny the request. She cleans up the arrangement. Instead of the father handing over $1,000 directly, the tuition gets split. The mother pays $500 and the father pays $500 directly to the school. The mother keeps covering health insurance. That ruling sends a clear message. Child support should go directly toward the children's actual needs, not become part of a power struggle between former partners.
get private health insurance on your own through your employer, you're obviously, you know, you can do that. The children can be double insured. But
True.
I'm not going to have him pay more than $1,000 or even $1,000 when, based on both of your testimony, you have a split schedule. That's what's in the best interest of the children, and that's what's fair.
Fair?
That is fair.
That's not fair.
Well, it is fair today. Did you have anything else?
You got it. You got it.
It's always about me, right?
It is.
I asked you a question. Did you have anything further for today?
No, I don't.
Okay, Mr.
Just
Henry,
when
did
you
you
bring
have?
the kids back home, make sure they're dressed properly, please.
I bring them back with what they came with.
What? Okay.
Okay, well, Mr. Henry, is there anything further?
That's it, Your Honor.
If there is nothing further, you all are dismissed.
In the end, this was a setback for the mother. She didn't get extra support, and the old payment setup was changed. The judge made it clear that in a split custody case, fairness is not decided by income alone. The court looks at parenting time, direct bills, and who is already carrying what share of the children's expenses. The biggest takeaway from this case is simple. Emotion may get you into court, but evidence is what decides the outcome.
All rise. Support court with Judge Vonda B is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB 1061, Lopez case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Ms. Lopez,
Yes, ma'am.
you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Judge, I have a really great daughter. However, we have a kind of a bad situation. Sometimes that I think she knows she's a mom, but she kind of has other responsibilities that she's kind of putting in the forefront of everything. And so it's the last 2 years it's kind of gotten difficult for me. We have one baby girl. Her name is London, and my daughter is trying to go to college, work, be a mom, and everything else that she wants to be. And so it's just gotten to a point where it's kind of ridiculous because I need some assistance financially, and unfortunately I'm not getting it.
Okay. All right. And
Alright guys, this case starts with a mother taking her own daughter to support court, saying she's basically raising her granddaughter herself. And that instantly tells you this isn't just about money. It's about family boundaries breaking down. Grandma isn't saying her daughter disappeared. She's saying the daily burden of raising this child has quietly shifted onto her shoulders.
Today.
okay. Yes, ma'am.
So
I am a full-time student, college student.
Okay.
So I'm spending most of my times, at nights going to school. But I also work for the university during the day.
What do you do?
I'm actually an intern, full-time intern for the psychology program. So
Paid position?
Yes, it is.
How much are you paid?
Well, I just got a promotion.
That's good.
50,000.
Okay.
I just feel like I work, all day. I go to school at nights. I don't come home.
Congratulations. We all work all day.
Yeah, I don't get home until like.
The daughter presents herself as a young mom doing her best, working, studying, and trying to build a future. First, that sounds understandable. But the tone changes the moment she admits she's making $50,000 a year. Because now the issue isn't just struggle. It's whether she's choosing not to support the very child her mother is helping raise.
I don't really see why it's a problem that my mother, the grandmother of my child, has to.
Well, because I'm not the one that got pregnant on prom night. You wouldn't be having. Okay. That wasn't my decision.
Okay, but you're my mother, right?
So
you always said you wanted a grandchild, didn't you?
I had one child. Yes, I wanted a grandchild, but it would have been nice if you would have got married first and not me.
I can't do it by myself though.
You're not doing it by yourself.
I'm trying to use that money, right? So that way I can pay for my tuition for college.
Well, I can appreciate that, honey, but you know what? Your main responsibility is being a mom.
Then the emotional tension really shows up. The grandmother brings up the pregnancy. The daughter leans on, "You're my mother." And suddenly you can feel that this case is carrying years of frustration underneath it. That's what makes this hearing heavier than a normal support case. It's not just about who pays, it's about who's been forced back into the parenting role.
I agree with your mom. This is your child, and you said something very key while you were talking. You said grandmother.
Right.
You're her child. She raised you. It is not her responsibility to raise your child.
Right. I just feel like I don't really have to owe her anything.
You don't feel like you should pay your mother? If your daughter were going to daycare, you would be paying the daycare, right? Yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
They're taking care of your child, looking after your child, changing diapers, feedings. They should be paid, right?
Right.
Your mother is doing everything I just named, correct?
This is where Judge Vonda B makes the issue simple. If this child were in daycare, daycare would be paid. So if grandma is feeding, watching, changing, and caring for this little girl every day, why should that labor be free just because she's family? That logic flips the whole case. This stops sounding like help and starts sounding like unpaid full-time childcare.
Yes.
So it logically follows that she should be paid too, right?
Yeah.
So what's your issue?
Well, she uses her money for the school loans, and I can appreciate that she doesn't want to have school debt.
Right.
But now that she's making more money, she's going to have to give me a little bit of that. They live with me. The house is paid that bill. So I know she wants to be responsible and not have any debt, but mommy doesn't need to be having no debt and worried about diapers and all that too. And she does try to help, but it's just not enough. And now that she's got a promotion, I feel like she needs to take a little bit more responsibility. I've done everything I can, sweetie.
You know that I'm a double major, right?
I know that, sweetheart. But like I said,
I can't afford
London
to
is
do that.
important too. So
I know she is. And that's why I leave her with you.
Mm-hmm. Well, just like I did a good job with raising you.
I leave her with you, and you leave your child with your mother. And
the grandmother also makes an important point here. Yes, the daughter helps some, but not enough for the reality of what this child needs. And that matters in support court. It's not about whether you contribute a little. It's about whether your support matches your actual responsibility as a parent. Future goals don't erase present obligations.
Do not believe that your mother should receive some sort of financial assistance.
I feel like I give something back by being in school. Once I do get that education.
What are you giving
degree,
back by being in school?
I'm giving her.
What are your plans after school?
Well, I'm majoring also in psychology, so I planned on doing a clinical psychologist, and then from there I could, take care of my own daughter by then. I just right now need some
move
assistance.
out?
Yeah, move out.
And your mom still takes care of the baby?
No, I could take care of the baby by then. I just need a little bit of help and
You can
assistance.
take care of the baby by yourself now. So I'm still not hearing what your issue is.
My issue is just...
Because she's your mom, you don't believe you need to pay her something.
The daughter keeps falling back on school, long hours, and future plans. But the judge isn't letting that become an excuse. A degree might help later, but it doesn't cover diapers, meals, or the daily cost of raising a toddler right now. That's the gap in her argument. She keeps talking about tomorrow while grandma is paying for today.
That's what I thought.
Because if you think about it, you really don't live there. You just going to sleep. Mom is taking care of the baby. You'd agree with me, right? If you're coming in at midnight, the baby is with your mom all day. You're literally coming to the house, not seeing the baby is asleep, I'm assuming, and you're going right back out to go to school and work.
I tuck her in.
She's already tucked in, so you just pull the covers over a little higher.
I give her a kiss she wakes her up, Judge, and just to play
You
with her
wake up the baby at midnight?
I guess, read her a little story so that way there is some sort of bonding between us since I do work, all night long and go to school and all that.
Oh, well, that's nice. But what's going to be nicer is you're going to give your mother some of that money for taking care of your child because she is footing the bill. She's taking care of everything.
And this may be the toughest moment in the case. Judge Vonda B basically points out that if the daughter gets home at midnight and the child is already fed, settled, and asleep, then who is really doing the parenting? That question cuts through everything. Love and effort matter, but support court looks at who is carrying the child day to day.
And if you think about it, technically you're not even living with her. You're only staying there at night for a couple of hours. And the baby is with your mom. And I'm assuming this happens on the weekends too?
No, on the weekends she does stay home and, she does help. And like I said, she doesn't like that. She's not like that girl that goes clubbing and stuff. She does take that responsibility serious.
Yes.
It's just her job and school, and now she's going to work full time. Now she's going to be working more with the promotion.
Right.
So it kind of leaves us with a little extra money and no time because we hardly had any time now. I can't even imagine what it's going to be like now that she's going full time.
Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to start your child support so you can at least give mom some sort of assistance. Now, at the time, on your own, 100%. Mom is not babysitting. Mom is not even babysitting. The child is living with your mom.
Okay.
If the child is no longer living with your mom, your daughter is with you 100% of the time, then you can come back and see me to stop child support at that time.
Okay.
But until that happens, mom is going to receive some sort.
Once the judge makes that distinction, the ruling is almost inevitable. Grandma is not just babysitting. The child is effectively living under her care. That matters legally because support follows the real caregiving arrangement, not the title someone wants to use. Until the daughter is fully caring for the child herself, the court is going to treat grandma as the one carrying the load.
A financial break, essentially, until that time happens. So it's going to be based off your income, and you just said that you make $50,000 a year now. So at $50,000 brings your gross to $4,167. Your net is $3,516.78. There is a reimbursement to Medicaid. Now, you are working full time. You have access to health insurance now?
Yes.
How much it'll cost?
I actually don't know. I don't know.
Okay, this is what we're going to do because Medicaid reimbursement is about $375. That's based on 9% of your gross.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure your health insurance is cheaper than that for your daughter only. To be responsible for that health insurance and give you a credit of $100 towards the health insurance, okay?
Okay.
So that'll make your monthly child support obligation $803 to your mother.
Sorry, baby. You gotta learn.
Okay.
Any questions?
No.
No?
So in the end, the judge calculates support from the daughter's $50,000 income, deals with the Medicaid issue, and orders her to pay $803 a month. Legally, the message is simple. If someone else is raising your child every day, financial responsibility still stays with you. But emotionally, this case leaves a bigger question. When does "I'm trying" stop being enough if someone else is doing the actual parenting?
Support court with Judge Vonda B is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB 1076, Paul case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Mr. Paul.
Yes, ma'am.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Good to see you back.
Good to see you.
Okay, all right. And the last time you were here, we were here for your daughter. You had both her children.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who is this?
This is my youngest daughter, Kayla, and we have her kid now, so we're trying to somehow get some more income because she's not giving us. You
all are just that great of grandparents. Your children want to leave their children with you.
Well, they did such a good job raising me. They might as well.
Excuse me, Miss Paul. Give me an opportunity to speak with your parents, and I promise you I will come over here to you, okay?
Got it.
Okay.
I think my mama always been jealous of me, honestly, but that's a whole.
Alright guys, this one gets messy fast. A grandfather is back in court again. But this time it's not over one daughter's kids. It's the younger daughter and her 6-month-old baby. The grandparents say they've basically been handed another child to raise, while the mother contributes almost nothing. And the most shocking part? Before the judge can even get into the finances, this mother starts talking about her own baby like he was a mistake. That kind of statement can change the whole temperature of a courtroom instantly.
Another story for a whole nother day.
Sounds like y'all need therapy court instead of support court.
Jealous of her.
That's what she said.
Is that why you went missing for a year and a half?
Missing?
I was taking care of business.
At 16?
Yes.
What kind of business at 16?
You know what? Let's finish this business.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
With the
They all
child.
up in my business.
Well, you started it, but I'm going to continue it from. All right.
I believe
Mr.
she
and
don't
Mrs.
have
Paul.
any business since we have her child living with us.
How old is this child?
What is he, 6 months now?
6 months, yeah.
Oh, it's a newborn.
Yeah.
Yes.
You left your newborn baby with your parents?
Every day.
Well, I mean, people make mistakes, and
so he's a mistake?
Wow.
You knew what you
Pretty
were
much. But
if you could take what back?
Really?
Everything that's happened over the last year and a half.
So you were pregnant within the last year and a half. Are you speaking about taking that back?
Yes, it was a mistake. People make mistakes all the time.
Our grandchild is not a mistake, okay?
I'm going to act like you did not.
This is where the case takes a hard emotional turn. The judge is trying to understand why a 6-month-old baby is living with the grandparents, and the mother's answers only make things worse. Instead of showing guilt or urgency, she keeps framing the pregnancy and the child as part of a mistake. Legally, that's not the issue. The baby is here, alive, and needs care. But emotionally, comments like that can destroy your credibility in front of a judge because they make it sound like you're detached from the responsibility altogether.
Just say that.
Yes.
I'm going to act like you did not just say that.
Wow.
And we're going to move forward with what's going on today.
Okay.
The reality is that you have a 6-month-old baby boy who you passed off to your parents. Okay? Is that a yes?
Yes.
Okay. They're here today because they want you to pay child support for your son.
Okay. In my defense, they set up the baby shower and all of that. I never
What does
signed up
that
for any
mean?
of that. And at the baby shower, they let me know that they would be there.
Right.
And I need them right now.
Wait a
and
minute.
So they should be here.
Hold on. Let's rewind. Mrs. Paul, give me 1 minute, okay? Give me 1 minute. Let's rewind something. They threw you a baby shower and told you whatever you needed, they would be there to help, right? Not to, is that a yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
They said they would be there to help, necessarily take parentage away from you for your child. You understand that, right?
I understand.
They're grandparents. They're not parents.
Exactly.
Yes.
So, don't you believe you should be financially?
Now the judge starts narrowing in on the actual legal question. If your parents are raising your baby, why aren't you financially supporting him? And the mother's defense is surprisingly weak. She tries to twist the grandparents' earlier promise to be there if she needed help into a reason they should just take over the child completely. That's a huge stretch. There's a major legal difference between family support and full-time parent replacement. Help does not mean permanent handoff, and the judge makes it clear she sees right through that argument.
Supporting your baby boy while he's with your parents.
Hello?
I do, but at the same time, y'all doing it for Christy. Why can't you do it for me?
Well, and you think that's right?
That had nothing to do with that.
I mean, it's only fair.
So because they have your sister's children, they should take in a new...
I only had 2 of my own kids.
Well, you gonna do
Now
whatever
I
you want to
3.
do?
I honestly think that it's only fair.
How? Make sense of that.
Fair?
Mrs. Paul.
I'm actually trying.
Hold on one second, Mrs. Paul. You are asking some great questions, but they should come from me, okay?
I'm sorry, ma'am.
Just give me a minute.
Okay.
Just give me a minute. I understand the frustration. You all are grandparents. I remember correctly, Mr. Paul retired.
Yes, ma'am.
And you all have inherited a newborn baby, so I can definitely understand the frustration. But
yes,
just
ma'am.
give me a moment to...
This section really shows the entitlement problem in the case. Instead of focusing on what her son needs, the mother starts comparing herself to her sister and arguing that because the grandparents helped with one set of grandchildren, they should do the same for her. But support court doesn't work on, well, you did it for them, so do it for me. The judge keeps pulling the conversation back to one fact. This is your newborn. Not your sister's situation, not some family fairness debate. Your child, your responsibility, your obligation.
Get your daughter's side of the story here, okay?
Okay, yeah, because I should be living my best life right now.
You say that, baby.
Traveling, seeing the world.
I do not necessarily disagree with that.
They always act broke.
They act like they have money or broke. The point is that they have raised you and your sister. They should not be raising you and your sister's children.
Yes, ma'am, I hear that, but I'm actually trying. I graduated high school.
Congratulations.
I'm in residency school.
Congratulations.
And Christy, on the other hand,
We're not talking about her.
Excuse me, we're not talking about Christy. We're here to talk about you. Let's not put any blame or anything on her. First of all, she's not here to defend herself.
Right.
Secondly, we're talking about a newborn baby here that belongs to you. So,
yes, ma'am.
Congratulations for graduating high school, being in school.
A year later.
But you're a parent now. You're a parent now. And that's where I come in to make sure that you financially take care of this child.
Thank you.
Especially since the child doesn't live with you.
Exactly.
And this is where the judge starts drawing a firm line between personal goals and parental duty. The mother says she should be out living her best life, traveling, going to school, doing her thing. And sure, graduating and continuing school is great. But the judge's point is simple. None of that cancels out parenthood. Once you have a child, the court expects you to financially support that child whether your life feels ready for it or not. School is not a legal shield against child support, especially when your baby doesn't even live with you.
And hasn't lived. She only kept him for a week.
A week, Your Honor.
Miss Paul, is that true?
Well, I had to get back to school.
So the answer is yes.
I'm out here trying to save lives. I mean, yes, but
you're not trying to save your own baby's life?
Exactly.
What make that make sense?
When I have the time, I see him.
When? When's the last time you came and seen him?
I was just there last week.
After what, a month?
5 minutes?
I will make time.
How is that
if
beside
I need
the
to.
point?
This is their first time bringing up the time situation to me. So when it becomes a problem and they let me know, then I will make time.
Okay. But it's your baby. This is a baby. A 6-month-old needs a lot more time.
Exactly.
Feeding,
I don't have that.
diaper
That's why
change.
I gave him.
Well, you didn't give him. You left.
Well, that's why he's with you all, because you all have time.
We don't have
You're
time.
retired. You have nothing but time.
We want to travel.
And live.
Well, take him with y'all.
Miss Paul.
This might be one of the most revealing parts of the whole case. The grandparents say she only kept the baby for a week, and when pressed, she basically confirms it. Then she tries to justify the arrangement by saying her parents are retired and have nothing but time. That's a brutal mindset to reveal in court because it treats the grandparents' retirement like free labor instead of generosity. The judge is clearly losing patience here because this isn't about whether the grandparents are available. It's about why the actual mother thinks availability equals obligation.
Miss Paul.
Yes, ma'am.
Your parents came in here not to waste my time.
Thank you.
You obviously, with everything you're saying, is wasting my time because it's making 0 sense. 0. Do you know how many parents have gone to school? Excuse me, I'm talking to you. Address me.
I'm sorry. Yes.
Do you know how many parents have gone to school, minor children? It happens every day. Every single day. So you're not doing anything that's special. But since you're choosing this route, then your parents have to do what they have to do and make sure that you're at least financially supporting these children. Now, how much is it that you're making?
$8,000. Here they go.
They didn't even know you were making this kind of money?
I mean,
answer the question. It's a yes or a no.
No.
You didn't tell your parents you're making this kind of money.
I didn't feel like I had to.
Why would you feel like that?
Because it's my name that's on the check.
Here the judge fully shifts from emotional outrage to financial investigation, and the mother makes another huge mistake. She admits she earns about $48,000 a year, and her parents didn't even know it. That matters because it undercuts any suggestion that she simply had no ability to help. She had income and still left the grandparents carrying the day-to-day burden. In support cases, hidden earnings can be devastating because they make the issue look less like hardship and more like intentional avoidance. At this point, the judge has enough to start building a real support order.
You know what? Let me move over to your parents for 1 second.
This little selfish little girl of ours. Oh my Lord.
What is this about? What type of relationship do you all have?
Well, we thought it was pretty good, but evidently it's worse off than I thought. I mean, we raised her to be a better person, but evidently she went off track somehow. But
probably that year she went astray.
Yeah.
Okay.
She went astray for a year and a half when she was 16.
What I want to know is who's the father? I mean, what is the father doing? I mean,
you know, that is a good question, Mr. Paul. Where is this child's father?
Do you even know
Probably
who
in
Hawaii with his wife or something?
What? Oh,
I mean,
he's married?
I said it was a mistake. I said it was a mistake.
Oh,
okay. Now it's making sense now.
Call what you did was a mistake, but the baby is not a mistake.
Exactly.
Okay.
He's the only
the mistake
boy in the
to
family.
The baby, so kind of all sound like a mistake to me.
Okay. Well, you know what?
The family dynamic gets even sadder here. The parents are clearly hurt, confused, and trying to figure out where things went so wrong. Then we get another layer. The baby's father is apparently in Hawaii with a wife, which explains some of the chaos around how this child ended up in the middle of such a fractured situation. But the judge doesn't let the conversation drift too far. Her message is basically, yes, the circumstances are messy, yes, the father may be absent too, but none of that erases the mother's legal responsibility to support the child she left behind.
I'm not going to mistake these child support numbers once I give them to you, okay? Now, you said you make about $48,000 a year, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so that brings your gross to $4,000, making your net $3,356.08. Do you have any other children?
No.
Okay. Mr. Paul, what was that?
Trust me, I don't, and I don't plan
know.
on it.
She may have some more that we don't know about. So.
Okay. Well, hopefully, if that's the case, you all do not have to take those kids in either.
Thank you, Anna.
Miss Paul, I mean, this is, you left that baby with your parents, do not provide any financial support, and then have the audacity not even to tell your parents how much money you're making. That's just wrong.
I didn't even think that I had to tell them how much money comes into my account.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Really?
You're wrong, and I'm not going to sit up here and play like you're not. I'm telling you to your face, you're wrong. So, net is $3,356.08. Who can?
Now the numbers start coming in, And this is where support court becomes brutally practical. The judge takes the mother's $48,000 annual income, converts it into monthly gross and net resources, and starts calculating what she actually owes. This is a key moment because once the court has a reliable income number, the conversation shifts from excuses to math. The judge also calls out the fact that the mother never even told her parents what she was making while they were raising her baby. That secrecy makes the lack of support look even worse.
Never mind. How much is health insurance for this baby?
Which?
It's like 250.
250, yeah, 250.
For the baby alone?
Yes.
Okay, all right. All right, so we're also going to make you reimburse health insurance of $250.
Excuse me?
That oh, did you not hear me? You want me to say it a little louder? It's $250 for a health insurance reimbursement. Plus your child support obligation of $671.
Yes.
That brings monthly child support to $921.
Okay, well, if I gotta pay that, I'm not.
And you know what?
You're either gonna get child
and you know
support or
what?
time.
I missed something. I missed something because your parents asked for back pay.
Hello.
They asked for back pay since the baby has been living with them. That comes out to $5,526, and I'm going to have you reimburse that at $100 a month.
Thank you.
That $921 plus an additional $100 comes out to $1,021 that you're going to be paying your parents every month.
Here's the final financial breakdown, and it's a big one. The judge orders $671 in child support, plus $250 for health insurance reimbursement, because the grandparents are covering the baby medically too. That alone brings the monthly obligation to $921. But it doesn't stop there. The grandparents also asked for back pay, and the judge grants it. So now the mother owes $5,526 in arrears, to be repaid at $100 a month, bringing her total monthly payment to $1,021. That's the court putting a dollar figure on months of abandonment.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Even though I was coming to visit him and stuff, like
even though you were coming
Yes.
to visit, you just said something key. You said visit. You're the parent. They should be visiting, not the other way around. They've raised you and your sister. It's not their responsibility to raise your child. So since they have to take on that responsibility, you're going to be responsible for the financial side. Is there anything further?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Is there anything further, Mr. and Mrs. Harrell? I mean, I'm sorry, Mr. and Mrs. Paul. I called you by your first name,
Yes,
Mr.
yes,
Paul.
that's okay. That's okay. Anything else, baby?
Well, let's take what we can get because.
Okay. No, I think that's it.
Okay. Excuse me, ma'am?
Yes, I'm sorry. Excuse me when you get done.
Yes, ma'am. Was there something else you needed to
No,
let me know? Okay. I heard you mumble a little bit. I didn't know if you had something else to say.
I had something in my throat.
Oh, okay.
I bet you did.
Mrs. Paul. Mr. Paul, that's inappropriate. Mrs.
I'm sorry.
Paul.
I'm sorry.
We just need to make sure we need to set up visitation schedule because she does need to take care of them.
Yes, she does.
When we travel.
Well, here's the deal. Legally, you can't force her to do.
And then the mother says something that says everything. She refers to seeing her own son as visiting. The judge immediately jumps on that because it flips the relationship upside down. Parents don't visit their own infant like distant relatives. They raise them, care for them, and make decisions for them. That one word exposes how detached she's become from the role of mother. The grandparents even ask about visitation because they want her involved when they travel, but the judge gives a hard truth. Legally, she can order money, not love, not time, not effort.
Do that, okay? The only thing you all can do is, make sure you maintain your custody, right? And she can see the baby, but that's going to depend on what she wants to do. If she doesn't want to visit the child, I can't make her do that, but I can make her pay.
Well, we'll rather take something instead of nothing.
Okay. Well, if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You have a good life.
So in the end, this case wasn't just about child support. It was about grandparents being forced to step back into full-time parenting while their adult daughter treated responsibility like an inconvenience. The judge made one thing crystal clear. If you leave your baby with someone else, you don't get to leave the financial burden there too. She She ordered support, health reimbursement, and back pay because somebody has to protect that child's stability. If this case stunned you too, drop your take in the comments, hit like, and subscribe for more courtroom drama like this.
Rise. Support court with Judge Vonda B is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB 1062, Sanchez case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Okay, Mr. Sanchez, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Okay, Your Honor. I'm want to sue her for child support because, you know, my kids are always with me, and she's always at, you know, she's always working for the hospital. You know, yeah, we said back then that we could do this together as one. I went so much as far as swapping complete schedules. I started doing overnight shift now, just so I can be there for my kids and everything. And she was supposed to be working for morning.
All right, guys, this case starts off rough immediately. Dad tells the court he had to flip his entire work schedule just to be there for his two kids, because mom is barely around and sometimes disappears for days. And this isn't light parenting either. One of the children has autism, so the care here is constant. Right away, the issue isn't whether dad is carrying the load. It's whether mom has mentally checked out of parenting while dad is left doing everything alone.
Which she was, but she volunteered for more hours, and even when she's not at work, she's just never home. I don't know where she is. She doesn't call us. She doesn't call our kids. My kids are always wondering where she's at. And, you know, I myself, sure, she can do she wants, as long as she lets me know where she is for her own safety. But my kids always wonder where she's at. They're always at, for days at a time, she's never home. And we broke it off several weeks ago. And only with my income alone, I can't really just do it with just me and my kids, especially that one has autism. I've always got to take her to the doctor. And for these past 3 weeks, I have not seen or heard from her, even as so much as trying to help out with the kids or anything like that. So I can't get it. I'm surprised she's even here at court today.
Okay, when you say kids, how many?
I have two.
Two, all right.
You mean we, like you?
No, I have two.
Ma'am, I'm addressing him, so he answered appropriately, and you'll have your opportunity to speak.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, so you said you changed your job to now you work overnight?
Yes.
What is it that you do?
I drive an 18-wheeler. I drive locally. I deliver hospital supplies.
Okay, so I'm assuming that's how you all met?
Beforehand, but we had the same interest in the medical field.
Okay. All right. And how long has it been since you all stopped living together?
It's been, I want to say, a month and a week already.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to her?
She just...
What makes Dad's side stronger is how specific he is. He explains that he switched to overnight trucking so he could care for the kids during the day, while mom kept picking up extra hours and staying gone even off the clock. Then he drops a much bigger concern. He says he's finding painkillers and even needles around the home, sometimes before he can even get to them, the kids do. At that point, this stops feeling like just a child support case and starts sounding like a real safety issue.
For as long as I can remember, about 2 years now, she's just never been wanting to come home really. And honestly, I've caught her having some painkillers that I would only assume she's taken from the hospital she works at. She's either on painkillers, or sometimes I'll find needles around and whatnot. So I know she works at a hospital, so she's got to get the drugs from there.
Is there anything else you want me to know?
I just hate that it's really around the kids. The kids find it before I do most of the time.
Oh my.
Yes.
Ma'am?
I mean, I'm not sure where he's getting this intel from, but that's
obviously
not
the
true.
kids.
I mean,
are you saying your kids are liars?
I mean, they could be. I mean, I'm not sure. I mean,
you're not sure because you're not around that much?
I am around. I just have to work all the time. I mean, it's not my fault that, you know, saving lives isn't important to him.
No, I believe it is important to him. I don't think that's what he's saying. He's saying that you're not contributing anything.
I mean, I am though. Like, I feed them, or sometimes, and
I feed them. You'd agree with me that that's your responsibility.
Then mom gets her chance to explain, and honestly, it doesn't help her. Her defense is basically that she works, brings food sometimes, and the kids can sit with a tablet. But the judge immediately sees the problem. Dropping off food is not the same as actually parenting. Being a parent means time, supervision, stability, and showing up consistently. So when dad says she just brings food and leaves, you can feel the court starting to lose patience fast.
Right?
She brings them fast food and leaves again.
Okay, but it's food though.
But you don't sit there and spend quality time with your kids. You say, here's food, and leave.
I mean, the tablet works just fine. They can just eat and watch the tablet. Like, why is that a problem?
Because.
So you want to raise a child off of a tablet? You think that's
I mean,
okay?
they have educational stuff. I don't see what's wrong with it. Like, I need to go to sleep at some point in time.
Me, personally, myself, I sit there with my kids and I open a book with them and I help them with their homework. I feed them. I'm not much of a good cook, but I do what I can to put food on the table and spend time with them. It doesn't matter if I lose sleep over it. I mean, that's why I went to overnight, because I want to spend time with my kids. I went to overnight.
His shift.
As he should. He's a dad.
As you should. You're a mom. The audacity.
How many
times are you going to say that? I mean, you have the audacity to say that he's a dad and he should do these things. But you're the mom and not doing these things. He changed his shift. Why can't you?
Because it's inconvenient to me.
I've actually heard a couple times to where she says, I gave birth to him. It's your job to take care of him.
You believe that?
Yes.
Interesting. Wow. No, that's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. You are going to...
This is where the case really shifts. Dad says he changed his schedule, loses sleep, reads with the kids, helps with homework, and does the daily work of parenting. Mom's answer? He's the dad, so he should. That line completely backfires because the judge fires right back. If he should do it as a father, why aren't you doing it as their mother? And once dad reveals she's basically treated the kids like his responsibility alone, the emotional tone of the case changes completely.
Financially support these children, and I'm going to make sure of it today. And you may want to look into trying to do a shift change yourself so you can spend some time with the kids. I mean, obviously I can't court order you or force you to spend time with them, but you should want to spend time with the kids. And I mean, considering that one of them has autism, you should want to spend more time with your kids.
I mean, much work having a kid with autism. That's why I just leave it to him, because he's better suited for that.
Right, yeah, no, I'm not about to do this game with you. Since you left a month and a week ago, have you given him any money for the children? I don't need an explanation either. It's a yes or no?
No.
Okay, thank you. All right.
She's actually asked for money instead of giving.
And then you have the nerve to ask for money, and the kids...
He has an obligation to give me support.
You know what? I'm not about to play with you. You came here to waste my time because you have the same obligation to your kids. He should not be paying you anything if the kids are with him majority of the time. If they're living with him, if he is the primary parent, he is tasked with the daily duties of...
By now, the judge is done entertaining excuses and starts focusing on the legal reality. She asks the most important question. Since mom moved out, has she given dad any money for the children? The answer is no. In fact, dad says she's actually been asking him for money instead. That's a terrible look when the kids are living with him full-time. In support cases, the parent doing the daily raising is the one carrying the financial burden, and the other parent doesn't get to walk away from that.
Caring for these kids. He shouldn't pay you anything, ma'am. And it is ridiculous that you believe that he should. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. This is what we're going to do. How much money you make a year?
$60,000.
Okay, $60,000. All right. Health insurance.
That's about I just have the individual. He has a family one under his plan. So every 2 weeks.
Okay, health insurance. Is it private health insurance? Is the children under Medicaid? What are we doing?
Medicaid.
Medicaid?
Yes.
Okay. So you're going to have to pay that back to Medicaid, just FYI, unless you want to put them on private health insurance, which I don't see why you would have a problem with it. You're a nurse.
You have access to private health insurance, right?
Yes.
So why did you just get an individual plan when you have a family? That was a question.
Because it's his job to take care of them, and I shouldn't have to spend
You know what?
money.
Don't say that again about what his responsibilities are and what his job is.
Now the judge starts building the money side of the case, and mom only makes it worse. She admits she earns about $60,000 a year, and the court immediately starts calculating support. Then it comes out that the kids are on Medicaid, even though she has access to employer coverage, and she's still acting like caring for them is dad's job. That matters because Medicaid reimbursement can be added to child support. So now the judge isn't just setting support. She's also addressing the healthcare costs mom left behind.
Because you're a mom, period.
I mean, but I didn't sign up for it. Like,
countless times I've told her, yes, it is my job to take care of our children.
And you're
as a
doing
dad. And I'm doing well beyond.
She's not disputing that you're doing that.
Yes.
Doing your part.
I feel like I'm always not doing enough for my kids.
I mean, but
and
you
only
also
because I don't
forced
have
me
my
to have
other
the
half.
kids. Like, I don't know why you're doing that.
Because
you don't want to have your kids?
I mean, like, when I was pregnant, I told him I didn't want them because I wanted to go party. And, like, he was just like, no, we got this. And, like, how is it my fault? He wanted them.
But you kept them.
No, the first, we've talked about having kids and we've wanted kids.
I know, but
once
like
she
when
got
we were
pregnant,
older,
once she got
not
pregnant
right
and
now.
she knew she couldn't do what she needed anymore, or really what she wanted anymore, then it was just, oh, this baby's really an inconvenience to our lives.
I mean, but you know
this
what I
child
like to
support
party.
payment is about to be an inconvenience to you as well, because you're going to pay child support whether you wanted them or not is beside the point. You had them, they are here, they are yours.
Then comes one of the harshest moments in the whole hearing. Mom basically admits she didn't really want the kids because she wanted to keep partying and living freely. That lands terribly in court. At that point, this is no longer just about being absent. It sounds like she sees her own children as an inconvenience. Dad pushes back and makes it clear that once parenting got hard, she pulled away. And the judge makes one thing very clear. Whether she wanted the kids or not no longer matters. They're here, and they're her responsibility.
Your responsibility just as much as they are his responsibility. So, $60,000 a year. I have your gross set at $5,000. Your net is $1,101.87. Medicaid reimbursement based on 9% of your gross is $450. Do you think you can get health insurance through your employer that's cheaper than that for the children?
I mean, I guess. I don't know.
You don't want to look into it?
Not really.
We work for the same company. Yes, she does.
Oh, okay. So this is what we'll do. You just go ahead and pay that, and you can roll your eyes all you want to. I can roll my eyes too. We're just going to have you reimburse Medicaid that full $450. So that brings your monthly child support obligation for 2 children to $1,025 plus.
This is where the judge turns all of that chaos into numbers. Based on mom's income, the court calculates child support and adds Medicaid reimbursement because public assistance has been covering the children's health care. That's an important legal detail. Support isn't just about one monthly payment. It's about making sure both parents share the real cost of raising the kids. And while dad is talking about routines, medical needs, and stability, mom still seems more upset about losing money than about losing time with her children.
The $450 reimbursement to Medicaid for $1,475. Now, it looks like dad also requested for you to pay back pay for that month and a week that you left and haven't given the children anything. Grant his request, so you have arrearages in the amount of $1,475. That's to be paid at $25 a month. So your monthly child support obligation, including the back pay. You have any questions about anything I just said?
I mean, I just feel like it should be less. What am I going to...
The judge doesn't stop at future support either. She also grants back pay for the month and a week mom had already been gone without helping financially. That matters because the court is correcting what should have been happening from the moment she stopped contributing. So now mom isn't just ordered to pay monthly support, she also owes arrears on top of it. And when her reaction is basically to worry about what she'll have left for partying, it tells you exactly why the judge ruled the way she did.
Be left with to party with? Like, what am I gonna do?
I don't know, maybe pick up some extra shifts or work a part-time job.
Or take care
I
of your
really
kids.
don't. You know, if she doesn't want to take care of her kids, I I really don't care at this point. I just want to make sure he gets some financial assistance.
I mean, but he makes enough money.
And I mean, you make enough money too. So again, do you have any questions about anything I just said?
No.
Okay. You have any questions, sir?
No.
Okay. Well, if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Thank you.
So in the end, this case comes down to one simple truth. If one parent is doing all the raising, the other parent still has to help carry the cost. Dad showed the court he was the one providing the care, the time, and the stability, and the judge responded with child support, Medicaid reimbursement, and back pay. But honestly, the hardest part of this case wasn't the number. It was how casually Mom talked about stepping away from her own children. If this case shocked you too, drop your thoughts below and subscribe for more courtroom breakdowns.